Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. Sunday night specials again. We've got the P1 boys back with their Mini Cup tonight, round 2, live from Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. Little short blast of a circuit here. Always makes for good racing though, the minis, any of the minis, and especially this circuit, Druids, and up and down around the hill, always a bit of a punch up around there. Short track as well, looks like there's plenty of drivers on circuit, so it should be some good racing tonight. So let's have a look at the format. We've got 5-minute qualifying, 3 15-minute races. The second 2 races are going to be reverse grids and sports tyres on. So pop on, no tuning. You can add body kits if you want, not wide bodies. If you're on the podium for one race, you have to put on the next hardest set of tyres and work your way up if you get onto those podiums. So points, let's have a look. If your eyes can even read that, it's making my eyes bleed. It's making my eyes bleed. I don't know why. It's black and white and blue. It's burning. But I think Obi-Wan has 48 points. I think Mocking Weeks has 42 points. We've got 40 points on board, both for Rob and Skippy in third. Marshall's got himself 37 points. Don's got 32 points. 31 points on board for Manny. What else have we got here? 30 points on board for Tyre Slayer. 27 points on board for Pilgrim. Fudder, he has got himself 20 points. Is that right? No, that's 26 points. Sorry, and get that right. That is 26 points for Fudder. My eyes, that screen burning. 25 points on board for Jonesy. Ricky has got himself 15 points. We've got the Dodger on 10 points and Raffo on 5 points. Cool, blimey, that made my brain hurt. I don't know about anyone else's, but my eyes are on fire about now. Right, most still available people, t-shirts and stickers. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. Right, let's get in. Let me turn the sound on. Someone has already found a horn tonight. So again, plenty of drivers on track. Let's get the nonsense on. Qualifying order. There you go. I told you someone had found the horn. Obi-Wan got his own picture smashed down the side of his car. Let's have a look at that. There he is, look. With his mate Annie. Not for long. There's a little stormtrooper peeping outside as well. He's currently on pole as well, a 55. 0. That could be qualifying over already while I was waffling on. It is only a 5-minute qualifier, but I don't think they've actually started that yet. Oh, let's have a look. This could be the start of qualifying now, the reset. So 14 drivers on track, 5-minute qualifying just getting underway then. It was Obi was the fastest man on the circuit here. Can he stay the fastest man? Mocking Week's the first man out on circuit though. Let's go for a little bit of a lap. So into Druids. Again, a great big punch up here, 14 drivers on track. Plenty of drivers to race with or try and get past down to Graham Hill. Again, easy to run out wide on the right hand side there. Right, I forgot what this one's called because it changes in Cooper. Surtees into Cooper. What is it? Come on, bits of paper. I know I've got you somewhere. To this final Clark curve. No, come on. I've got lots of Brands Hatch somewhere. There's one. Down the start, finish straight. So, what is it called? Oh, I can't even see that. I can't even see that. Drivers throwing themselves back in the pits then. Come on, I need another bit of paper. Is that someone saying restart? I don't know why that was. Having a bit of a restart. That's the map I'm looking for. Oh, come on. There's too many things, not enough hands. McLaren, of course it is. Getting a reset? What's happening? Exit to lobby. Okay. What's going on? Issues. Oh, Pilgrim's left the room. That's no good. Obi's left the room. What's going on? Lobby issues already? It's not cricket. Oh. Oh. Ah. Ooh. Okay. That's not a good omen. Okay, let me get a chat up and ready, find out what's going on. Let's see. Mini Cup, no 2, Marking Weeks. See what's going on. Nothing yet in the chat. Most drivers coming back in though. What's going on? Dodgy lobbies. So it looks like we've got to start that qualifying again then. Whatever was happening happened. Had to go for a full lobby restart. We just called in this qualifying till 12 minutes past. That's what Pilgrim's saying. I don't know if that's a yes. Still no confirmation. Nonsense back on. Jonesy then, first man out on track. Oh, getting a reset then. Going into a fresh qualifying session by the looks of it. Drivers back in the lobby again. No, we've still got lobby issues like Rob S. Oh no, Rob S can't leave the pits. You have his handbrake on. It's dodging the Trojan records, of course it is. Alright, Terry Hall specials. If you know, you know. So we're going for a fresh qualifying session then. He's playing up already tonight. Hopefully this one stays strong. TBPC Captain Pugwash, who are you? See how you get on then, Mr. Pugwash. A bit sideways through there. So qualifying then, Marking Weeks just finishing the outlap. So through Paddock Hill into Druids up the hill. Easy to run it wide through Paddock Hill as well if you're carrying far too much speed. Down the hill here then through Graham Hill. Throwing that Mini in there. You just got to keep it off the grass. Plenty of AstroTurf if you like to run off there. Through the start Surtees then into McLaren. Lift to try and get this thing under control before you hit Clark Curve. And back on the power. So we'll start to see the hot laps coming in then. For Watkins. He's already been done by Obi. He's using the force tonight. Look at that. 54.9 fastest so far. So a couple of drivers left to cross the line. He did look fast in the first lobby. Probably slinging that Mini about. Then in second at the minute. Rafo's got himself third. It is only a 5-minute qualifying session, so everything to play for. Fifth, Rob S in sixth, Manny 7th, Tyre Slayer in 8th. Get a bobble on through there, Tyre Slayer. Skippy in 9th, Dodger in 10th, Jonesy in 11th, Footer in 12th, Ricky J in 13th, Captain Woodwash 14th. At the minute, Obi still holding that top spot. There's Paddock Hill. Oh, there's getting it wrong as well. Then Obi, just letting these drivers come through. Weeks then trying to get back on pole, 0.3 behind Obi's fastest, 55.2 for him. See them just throwing the rear end of these minis into these corners. Got them mocking. Closes the gap, but it's still just a little bit further back. Manny now goes quicker. He's done a 54.8, so 0.053 faster than Obi's. Can he regain that top spot, or is it going to be the Irishman that stays on pole? Last lap now then. Actually, they might get another one. They might get another one. Sectors again. Looking to go a bit even quicker here then, Manny. What's it going to be? Is it going to be even quicker? He's going to get another lap as well. It is quicker. It's a 1:54.817 versus an 8:81 last time. There you go, slinging that rear end in. Obi off track, quite happy with his second position so far. Mocking Week still out in third. Pushing. Get this last lap to have a go at it. Final lap being shown on screen now then. Pilgrim done. He's in the pits. Raffo. He's had another lap as well. Marshall's coming up to the line. Let's see what Marshall puts in. 6th at the minute. Stays 6th for the time being, 55.4 his fastest. Rob S. Druid's done now, I think. Yeah, Hazard's on, so 7th for him. Skippy in 8th. Tyre Slayer 9th, Josie in 10th, Dodger in 11th, Captain Pugwash in 12th, Footer 13th, Ricky J in 14th. Manny burning the tyres out. Where is Mockin? There he is, already done. So it is going to be Manny on pole then. Obi 2nd, Mockin Weeks in 3rd. Top 3 for qualifying then. Do we get to have a quick look at those before we jump into the race? So yeah, Manny on pole, Obi 2nd, Mockin 3rd, Pilgrim 4th, Raffo 5th, Tyre Slayer in 6th, Marshall 7th, Rob S in 8th, Skippy 9th, Jonesy 10th, we've got Dodger in 11th, Captain Pugwash in 12th, Footer in 13th, and Ricky J 14th. There we go then, about to get underway with race 1. 15 minutes here then at Brands Hatch. Nonsense on quickly. Again, if you win this race, you have to put on, they've got the sports softs on at the minute, so if you win this race or come in the top 3, you have to put on the sports mediums. It's been held for a long time. They get away with though, they get away now. Clean so far. Let's see what it's like through turn 1. Obi looking for the run around the outside of Manny into Paddock Hill. Can he keep it on track? Yes, he can. Flies himself into the front of the race then. Into first place. Manny under threat for 2nd here as well. Mockin had a quick look up the inside but couldn't make that one stick. Going a little bit wide there. There's who was that? Marshall. Positions Pilgrim then makes his way up. Who's got the horn on? Who's found the horn? It's got to be you, Pilgrim, isn't it? Manny, or it's Manny. He's starting to pull away from these guys though. They're having a bit of a punch, but their own Pilgrim goes wide through the end of Clark Curve, the end of McLaren. Everybody having to try and find a way round. Who's that? It's almost gone wide. Is that Skippy having to walk down the outside through the sand? Then down to start lap 2, peeling across that start finish line down towards turn 1. Look at the gap that Obi's pulled out already. 1.4 seconds with the punch up behind. Watkins has got himself into 2nd, Raffo 3rd, Manny 4th. Yes, right behind him at the minute. There's a little look, slams into the back of Manny. Sends him a little bit wide, slows him down as well. He's got a mirror full of tyre slay. I think it was tyre slay that ran off a little bit wide through Druids on lap 1. Sideways in. Ooh. Rob S gets it all wrong through there. He's going completely the wrong way for him. Tyre slay getting his way through. Kicking off behind as well. Marshall keep trying to hold on to 7th, sideways into Paddock Hill. Who's that that's off? That's Dodger that's gone off at Paddock Hill. Somebody's running slowly in the background as well. Captain Pugwash must have been off track somewhere. Way down, might catch up with Dodger here. Let's keep an eye on that. Mickey J then 12th, Skippy in 11th. 10th. Still pretty tightly packed in little bunches here, so positions to be had all over the place. Minis don't like going around corners in a straight line. Weeks are starting to close back up on Obi. That 1.4 seconds gap is down to a second at the minute. Oh, sideways in there for Obi. So gathered that one up massively as well. That's allowed Mocking Weeks to get right up the back of him. Just 0.5 of a second as they hit Druids. Not too far off the back either, just 1.1 off the back of Mockin. Can he close up enough before the start finish straight? That's really, unless you're on the tail of someone coming down into one of these hairpins or something, very difficult to overtake. Just in touch, both of them just getting a slipstream. Now can Obi hang on to it into turn 1 this time? Seem to get this thing nice and sideways on the way in. Maintains that lead at the minute, Obi. 4 minutes into race 1, Raffo holding that 3rd. Top 3 pulled a bit of a gap now. Ty Slayer up into 4th position. Rob S in 5th, Marshall in 6th, Manny 7th, Jonesy off track, going the, oh, Jonesy's gone, Manny in 7th, Skippy in 8th, Footer in, where's it gone to Manny all of a sudden, down, Skippy in 8th, Footer in 9th, Mickey J in 10th, Pilgrim and Dodger going wide through Graham Hill, 11th and 12th. There is Jonesy. Oh, did you get reset to track, Jonesy? Oh no. Drops down to 14th. I wonder where he gone. Stays in the lobby, but unfortunately reset to track. I thought that's what would happen to you. You've gone, but no. Obi up front then still leads. Let's try and close that gap back down. Mr. Miller, evening, brother, evening. A little bit more of a gap from Raffo, so that gap stretched Raffo sideways through there, 1.3 seconds behind, locking it up a minute. Tyre Slayer another 2.9 seconds back. Again, everybody on these sports soft tyres. If you come 1st, 2nd or 3rd in race 1, you put sports mediums on. Disadvantage for race 2, only found this livery on for Tyre Slayer, then STP smashed down the side for Marshall. Rob S under threat, then Manny looking up the inside through McLaren's, gets the job done. But Rob S get it back down this start-finish straight. No, Manny goes defensive. He's giving it a little wiggle down here. Sideways here. Everybody's slinging these minis sideways. Seems to be the only way to get them around a corner fast. There's a little run up into Druids. Manny hooks that inside line again. Trying to gain this 6th position back here. Myself back up front because I think Rocky Weeks is all over the tail end. He is of Obi again, half a second back. They managed to drop Raffo now. Look, he's 2.7 seconds behind these two. There's the Hepburn, evening. Raffo then struggling to keep with those top two. Whether he's had one or two little mistakes, I don't know. Himself out of danger from Tyre Slayer at the minute. Just under the halfway mark. 7 minutes gone. Whoa, who's that in the background? Rob S. Oh no, it's not. It's Manny getting turn 1 all wrong. Goes a little bit deep. Gives Rob S that position back. Slings himself onto the sand and comes back on circuit, but very slowly. Rob S gets through. Now he's got a mirror full of Skippy. More stickers on that thing. Look. It's got everything on it. This other ride is your mom, apparently. Having a look at Manny then down this start-finish straight. I think Manny's just got the advantage. Should be able to hold on to it into turn 1, bar any mistakes. Both drivers going off circuit there. Neither driver gaining an advantage. Yes, then stealing that 6th position back off of Manny. Marshall in 5th, chasing down Tyre Slayer. Unfortunately, 3.1 seconds behind him. Tyre Slayer's under the 3.3 behind Raffo. Raffo's closed back up on Mockin. Mockin's made a great big mistake and he's now 2 seconds behind Obi. 8 minutes and nearly 30 seconds gone in race 1. 15 minutes here for race 1. Can they close back up on Obi? Dragging that time down a little bit. Gets it back down to, oh yeah, more than a little bit. It was 2 seconds, is now 0.8. All coming back together then. I don't know who's figured out they've only just got a horn. Is it Raffo? I think there's a few of them that have realised they've got a horn. It is Raffo, isn't it? Get out of the way. That's what he's saying to Mockin. Stretch himself out away from these two again, but they're just keeping it within that 2nd mark at the minute. It's not giving them a slipstream. Now he does seem to lose a fair chunk of time on this corner, does Obi? I managed to hold on to it a little bit there. Weeks did close up on him a little bit, but still a second between them. Raffo just keeping himself in touch. Tyre Slayer then hanging on to that 4th position. He's got Marshall not too far back now, just 2.4 seconds. Great big gap back to 6th though, 7.1 seconds back to Rob S. He's still out of danger from this fight. Manny, where's Pilgrim come from? He's managed to get himself past Skippy. Skippy and Manny having a bit of a fight, and that was Pilgrim who's found the horn. Skippy trying to close up on these two. Footer in 10th. Is he 3.1 seconds down? Oh, Pilgrim's got it all wrong. Footer gets past him then. Pilgrim down into 10th. Captain Bookwash in 11th. 3.7 behind Pilgrim. Ricky J in 12th. Roger in 13th and Jonesy 14th. Unfortunately, Jonesy did get reset to track. Obi then gets a wobble on through Graham Hill. Allows Mocking Weeks to close back on him. Raffo's dropped off the back of these two again. Mocking Weeks pressing hard. What's the tyres like? Sideways in for Obi. Mocking Weeks then sees the advantage. The door wide open as Obi tries to gather his Mini back up. Mocking slots one up the inside. Gets himself into the lead. 11 minutes and 12 seconds as they cross the line. Obi looking to come back through turn one. Oh! What? But what? They literally came to a stop. I don't know what happened. But that has allowed Raffo to get through. He's got a great big gap. That was bizarre. There was, yeah, okay, there was a little bit of contact, but both minis look like they stopped dead. Secret wall there that I'm unaware of. Look at the gap Raffo's got then, 2 seconds, and he's got about 3 minutes left of this race. Mocking Weeks and Tyres, oh no, Tyre Slayer, I was going to say, I couldn't even see Obi-Wan then. Tyre Slayer's got himself right onto the tail end of these two. That no idea what happened with it really. Obi-Wan making another mistake. Tyre Slayer now does get through. Obi-Wan is he's driving that Mini a little bit too hard now maybe. Himself to 4th, then Obi was leading this one. Oh, Raffo. Raffo. No, Raffo. Raffo's now. Raffo's gone. Why won't it change camera? There it is. Mocking then gets back into the lead of the race, and now what have we got? 2.5 minutes left. He's now got a buffer of Tyre Slayer between himself and Obi-Wan. Again, he's just got to be careful of Tyre Slayer as well. Well within slipstream range. Gets to get a wobble on through here. 2 minutes left then. Don't bin it, Raffo. Awkward. Binned it. I don't know what happened. It just ended up like coming through this corner. I'm going to take the widest route possible. Looked like he was trying, but ended up in the wall. Mocking then now with the 1 second gap. Obi making his move on Tyre Slayer for second. Gets himself through. Tyre Slayer hanging on to 3rd. Marshall closes up with the battling going on. 1.5 seconds. It was about 2.5 seconds previously. Yes, then. Moving up a position with Raffo's departure. As Raffo's been reset to the back of the field, has he? Let's have a. No, we've lost it. Yeah, you could be right. It's mad winds here as well, brother. So you could well be right. It could be a power cut or something like that. His potatoes become unplugged somehow. Wind's blown over the solar panel on the top of the van roof. Mocking then still holding the lead. Is this going to be last lap? Let's see what time they cross the line. This could well be last lap down into Graham Hill then. Still 1.1 seconds between Mocking and Obi, even with another lap to do. Might still be safe here, Mocking. 30s then into McLaren's. 15 seconds remaining. I don't even know. Are they going to cross the line? It's going to be so close. Mocking gets across the line. Yes, the top 3 get across the line. Marshall then finishes in 4th position. Rob's going to take 5th. Got Manny taking 6th position, Skippy taking 7th, Footer's going to come home in 8th. Pilgrim taking 9th, Captain Pugwash taking 10th, Ricky taking 11th. Dodger's going to come home in 12th. Come on, where's those top 3? 11th, Dodger in 12th, Jonesy in 13th. Mocking then round that final corner. What's happened to Tyre Slayer? He's nowhere to be seen at the minute. Mocking is going to take the win here then. Obi taking second. What happened to Tyre Slayer? Here he is. He's on the back end of this fight. Doesn't even get to cross the line. Rogue Spud, yeah. Hurricane Force Spud. That's what it was. Pulled him out of the ground and launched him at his electrics at 100 miles an hour. Hurricane Force Spud. Mocking then, taking the win. A Spud missile. Not in the Iraq War anymore. It's a new one. It's a new Middle East war we've got. Watch me get banned or channel strike or some crap for that. Right, let's have a look then. Results, Mocking Weeks taking the win by half a second. Obi-Wan second then. Tyre Slayer third, Marshall fourth, Rob S in fifth, Manny in sixth, Skippy in seventh, Footer in eighth. Got Pilgrim ninth, Captain Pugwash 10th, Ricky J 11th, Dodger in 12th, Jonesy in 13th and Raffo 14th. He may or may not reappear if he's had a power cut. Probably not. Right, let me get myself in. So, top three from that race will have to have the racing, sorry, the soft, not the soft, the sports mediums on now. As you can see, even with the sports softs on, they're still a little bit sideways through these corners. The mediums are less grippy. I mean, a little bit more sideways action. And then if the same drivers get top three in this race, if they manage to battle their way back through and win first, second or third in this race, well then they've got to jump up to the racing hard tyres. I've said it again, sports hard tyres. He's been blown away. Who knows? If his phone network still works, get him in the chat. Nobody out on circuit? Nobody practicing on the mediums? No? Okay. I'm sure these boys have only just realised that these cars have got horn. You know, this feature worked in the last game as well. Hey! There goes Rob S out on track, and goes a Marshall as well. But the drivers who I would expect to be going out on track with the medium tyres on aren't. Now we're expecting Mocking Weeks, Obi and came third. Tyre Slayer to have the mediums on to be out on circuit, get a little bit of practice timing on those. Instead, they're having a smash-a-thon. You boys can't help yourselves, can you? Hunting down Ricky J. Was he actually just racing? So this is the chaos stage, you see, in between the sort of last race and the first race, the next race. There you go, look. Lots and lots of targeting and door banging and sending people driving backwards. There you go. And a shunting. Ricky J trying to hang on to that. Oh, he gets properly T-boned by Marshall. Why are your rear wheels lighting up there, Ricky J? I don't quite understand that. He's on the hunt. Is he going to go full speed? There it is, the payback. Marshall's not letting him get away with that one. He wants this into Druids. Oh no, no, he is. Oh, he's missed him. Ricky J's off, look. Skippy's after him now though instead. There you go, look, a little bit of nudgerama. Poor old Ricky J does get picked on. They do like a send. He was wise to you. Slammed the brake on, did get sent off track, but yeah, he slammed his brakes on early then to try and let you overshoot. He was wise to you. Right, race 2 then, just about to get underway. Reverse grid, top 3 with those naughty tyres on, so sports mediums, and sports mediums for Rocking Weeks, Obi-Wan and Tyre Slayer at the back. Let's get ourselves up front then. Lights go on, race 2 just about to get underway. Get hold a long time again at Brands Hatch. Jonesy down towards turn 1. J slings one in there, holds on to second. Oof. Marshall almost runs himself off circuit. A little bit of contact between Dodger and Ricky J into Druids. Ricky J has a little bit of outbraking, which is Dodger. Oh, Ricky J. I don't know where you've just gone, Ricky J. So Jonesy leading, Captain, there's Ricky J, Captain Pugwash in 2nd, Pilgrim into 3rd position, Dodger 4th, Money 5th, Footer in 6th, Rob S 7th, Obi already into 8th position, Skippy 9th, Marshall 10th, Mockin in 11th, Tyre Slayer 12th, Ricky J in 13th, and yeah, looks like we've lost Raffo for good. He didn't rejoin the lobby. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Ricky J there. Didn't look like he'd been contacted when he went veering off the circuit. Unless he dipped a wheel on the grass and it just sent the rear end of that mini round, I don't know, but it didn't look like there was contact. Captain Pugwash then vying for the lead up towards Druids. Jonesy still has the inside line. He's run himself a bit deep through there. Captain Pugwash gets the run lane down the hill, down towards Graham Hill Bend, and takes the lead of the race. Oh, Jonesy comes in hot though. He takes himself and Captain Pugwash out. Pilgrim now in a good position for a move right behind these two. Not too far back either. Pilgrim getting good speed through there. Nowhere to go though. Jonesy filling the track he was trying to use. Now gets a good run on him on the start-finish straight as well. On the horn, round the outside of Jonesy, sideways through there. Jonesy hangs on to it. Dodger now having a move on Pilgrim from that 3rd position up into Druids. Gets the move done. Pilgrim then stake through Paddock Hill. Has it cost him a position, or has he got the run? He's managed to hold on to it through the exit of Druids. Runs down to Graham Hill, still in 3rd. Dodger 4th, Footer right behind him in 5th, Marshall right behind him in 6th, bit of a gap then back to Skippy, 1.2 seconds, he's in 7th, Rocking Weeks now up into 8th, power's gone, yeah, there it is, Raffo in the chat, we thought it might have been a Hurricane 4 spud. Obi looking to run around the outside of these boys as well. What's happened to Obi? He managed to get himself up the field. Manny and Mockin side by side. Rob S and Obi side by side. Bam! Let's get ourselves in the thick of it here then. Minis everywhere. Oh, a little bit of contact between those two. There is someone else off track there as well. Who's that? Oh, it's Marshall who's got Paddock Hill wrong. Manny then into 7th, Mockin 8th. S in 9th. Obi-Wan in 10th on board with Rob S in 9th. Obi now under threat from Tyre Slayer. Tyre Slayer, Mockin and Obi all got that medium tyre on as well. It's a sports medium, so it's not fun at all. Rob S then applying the pressure on Mockin Weeks for that 8th. Battle going on just there then. Dodger having a go at Skippy. Skippy having a go at Dodger. And towards turn 1, Skippy slings his way through. Does he hang on to it? Yes, he does then. Into 5th. Dodger 6th. Marshall 4th. Jonesy in 3rd now. Pilgrim has made his way past. On the chase for Captain Pugwash. Still leading by just about a second at the minute. Goes a little bit wide through there, does Captain Pugwash. Come on, camera, keep up. It's alive. Pugwash then being closed up. Pilgrim all over the back of him now. Just 0.4 of a second as they hit this start-finish straight. He's carrying a fair bit of speed as well, Pilgrim. Pushing Captain Pugwash down the start-finish straight, giving him every opportunity for a good result here. Has Captain Pugwash got his braking right though? No, he hasn't. Pilgrim then into the lead of the race. Jonesy 2nd, Marshall now 3rd. Captain Pugwash back on track in 4th. Dodger 5th, Skippy 6th. Dodger 7th. Dodger 6th, sorry, Manny is 7th. A little bit too quick on the trigger though. Manny taking shortcuts. Manny in 9th now then. Obi still struggling on these mediums in 10th. Fuller in 11th. Tyre Slayer also struggling on these mediums as well in 12th. Ricky J in 13th, 23 seconds down. Big gap between himself and Jonesy now, 1.4 seconds. Jonesy under threat himself from Marshall. Keeps himself in front through Paddock Hill. Goes defensive into Druids as well. Marshall likes a good exit out of there. Not able to get the run on Jonesy into Graham Hill, not just yet anyway. But hiding the pressure on, still kicking off behind. 4th place for Skippy. Captain Pugwash in 5th. Loses another position. Mockin Weeks in 6th then. Slowly working his way through this field. Less than halfway through race 2 here as well. Mockin Weeks, like I say, just slowly working his way through. Halfway up the pack already. How far behind the leader is he? 7.3 seconds. So a bit of work to do. Him on those soft tyres. He's got it wrong through there as well though, Rob S. Slowed him down, puts him under pressure from Manny into Druids, goes defensive. They call Manny was really close to him. Holds on to him down the hill though. Obi-Wan into 9th, makes up a position past Dodger. Goes wide though again, Obi. Dodger 10th, Fuller in 11th, just 2.6 seconds back. Tyre Slayer in 12th, another 2.1 seconds back. Ricky J 26 seconds down, unfortunately, in 13th. Pilgrim finding bit of time now then. Marshall into second, trying to close that gap back down, but it's at 1.7 seconds at the minute. Over that halfway mark, just. Jonesy way off the pace now, 2.1 seconds off the back of Marshall, 3.9 seconds off the back of Pilgrim. Was right behind him for a lap or two. Skippy's finding a little bit more time over Captain Pugwash. Captain Pugwash is starting to get a mirror full of mocking weeks here. Let's get ourselves on one of these little views. See the difference? Some drivers slinging it in and getting it sideways early, some drivers getting it sideways late. Variations of sideways through that final corner. Captain Pugwash, yeah, it's a tricky corner. He's does not know that one very well. You've got to hang yourself right out to the left-hand side and then just brave it out like Mockin's done. It's difficult because it's a blind brow. Just you literally got to turn it when you hit that blind spot, which is a bit of a treacherous manoeuvre. Then Weeks still trying to close up. Goes a little bit wide himself through there. Himself under pressure from Rob S and Manny. Again, just on that medium tyre for Mockin. Gets a little nudge. Oh, he's off circuit. Mockin, what a shame. Gets a tiny little bump in the rear from Rob S through there. Wasn't able to get that back under control before he ran off circuit, unfortunately, for Mockin. Being closed down then. Marshall 1.5 seconds behind him, 1.3 seconds behind him. Both drivers pulling away from Jonesy. He's actually losing time to those guys and falling into the hands of Skippy, just 2 seconds behind him now. Captain Pugwash. Oh, Skippy's gone wide. Pugwash has gone wide. Side by side for Rob S and Manny as well there. Right between these two. He's getting sent, unfortunately. So Skippy past Captain Pugwash. Rob S and Manny closing up on him. Weeks in 8th, just half a second, or sorry, 3 seconds behind those two, half a second in front of Dodger. Obi-Wan in 10th then. Footer in 11th, Tyre Slayer 12th. Ricky J is still going wide through there. Ricky J, look, the camera just doesn't even like it. Gets himself back on circuit. He is about to get caught up by the race leaders here. Into 30s then, into McLaren. 11 minutes gone, 4 minutes remaining. Marshall trying to bring that time down, but it stretches back up a little bit, 1.6 seconds. He's falling back from the top two still, but he's just managed to keep himself out of danger. Skippy goes absolutely sideways into turn 1, and that's the cost, unfortunately. Oh no! Just trying to stay out of the way, but unfortunately Manny gets tangled up in that. He gets a smash in the nose. It takes him a long time to get back up to speed. Where is he? 11th as he hits Druids. Tyre Slayer behind him now. He's got Footer in front of him as well now to get past. Then 9th, Dodger 8th, Mockin in 7th, Skippy in 6th. Yeah, Skippy all over the place through turn 1. It is good to see these minis drifting through here. Mockin then 1.2 seconds off the back of Skippy. Any of the top 3 at the minute are going to be back on the podium from race 1. Oh, Captain Pugwash goes wide. Rob S has to do all sorts of manoeuvres to get around him without running himself off. The inside through Druids then. Nice and possible for Rob S into fourth. Now 0.9 seconds to try and close up on Jonesy. Jonesy goes wide through there. Rob S a bit squiggly and sideways, spinning those tyres up. Captain Bookwash having a look back at him into Surtees and McLaren. Oh, Rob S just getting in front. Has he compromised his speed or his line through there though? A little bit. Captain Bookwash just gets a little nose up the inside. Tiny bit of door banging, but Captain Bookwash still just gets himself in front. Has he? No, it is still Rob S that's got his nose in front according to the screen. No, Captain Bookwash now. Can he get that turn one wrong? Right, sorry, no he can't. That's cost him then. Rob S back into fourth. Well fought, Captain Bookwash. Skippy in sixth then, Mockin. Closed that gap down on him a little bit, down to 0.8 of a second. Dodger 2.2 seconds behind him. Obi having a battle with Manny. Graham Hill. Everybody like it going wide through there. And then 3 seconds behind Dodger. Manny for company at the minute. Fuller in 11th. Tyre Slayer 12th. Ricky J in 13th. Here come race leaders upon him. There he is sideways through turn one. Now coming up to Druids right behind him. He's still got Marshall for company. That gap down to 1.2 seconds. I think we are. No, this could be the last lap then. 30 seconds left on the race timer. Coming up behind Ricky J then. He's got an indicator on. He's got his hazards on. Could mean anything. Pilgrim's not going to get up to him before the line, I don't think. It's the 15 minutes done then, so Ricky J takes that 15th. Pilgrim takes first, Marshall takes second. Jonesy's going to come home in third position. Rob S, where is he? Rob S not able to carry the speed then, so Jonesy does take third. Rob S takes fourth. Captain Bookwash comes home in fifth. Skippy 6th, Mocking Weeks in 7th, Dodger takes 8th, Manny comes home in 9th, Obi-Wan in 10th, Footer takes 11th, Tyre Slayer takes 12th, and Ricky J actually gets another lap. He's won all to himself then, Ricky J. Sideways across the line? I'm guessing yes. No sideways action from Ricky J. Okay, there we go. Race 2 done and dusted. So top 3 from race 1 didn't manage to get onto the podium. So I don't know. Do they go back to racing softs? I think, don't they? And the top 3 from this race have to put on the racing. I've said it again. Sports mediums, not the racing mediums. Oh, no, that's not what you're meant to do. That's what you're meant to do. So there it is, official results then, race 2. Pilgrim taking top spot, Marshall 2nd, Jonesy 3rd, Robert S in 4th, Captain Pugwash in 5th, Skippy 6th, Mocking Week 7th, Dodger in 8th, Manny in 9th, Obi-Wan in 10th, Footer in 11th, Tyre Slayer 12th, and Ricky J 13th. Oh, Pilgrim's going to miss the next race, unfortunately. Right. Let's get ourselves in. I can't think it's going to be long before we start race 3. You boys. You boys and your horn. Still nobody out on track trying those different tyres, no? Marshall, why aren't you out on track? Trying out your soft tyres, your medium tyres, do you? Probably never raced on. So Pilgrim would have been on the sports softs, sports mediums, but like he's just said, he doesn't think he's going to make race 2. So Jonesy and Marshall then might be the only two. What's that just blipped? What's that just weird noise? What's that? The computer telling me things. Don't need to be paying any interest to any of that. So, Rob S, were you on Marshall, wasn't it? And Jonesy. Getting all sorts of ways through turn 1 then, Rob S. Wide through there as well. Easily done. Phone network still working then, Raffo. Just the main power grid gone. Now testing out his tyres. So the faster drivers from race 1 will be back on the faster tyre as well for race 2, I think. Yeah, Monkey Weeks has got the sports tyres on. Obi's got the sports on as well. Race 3 just about to get underway. And then it happens because you'll just see drivers peeling off and going straight and crashing. Look like the night control. One minute, a shout coming in then from Monkey Weeks. Ninja in the house. Go on, Jonesy. Yeah, came second in race 2, so he's unfortunately he's got the slower tyre on now. Just got past him. He's got the sports mediums on. Everyone else back on the sports softs. It's just him and Marshall that are on the sports mediums. Should have been Pilgrim as well, but he's not in for this final race. I don't think he is. No, back to 12 drivers. So it's going to be Ricky J that leads us away again. There we go. Tyres squealing, drivers peeling off. Ricky J leads us away then for race 3. Reverse grid from race 2. Tyre Slayer in 2nd. Footer in 3rd. Obi 4th. Manny in 5th. Dodgers 6th. Mockin in 7th. Skippy in 8th. Let's wait for these lights then. Not held for quite so long by the feel of it that time, but Ricky J just staying out of the way. Don't crash into the wall, Ricky J. Staying out of the way, just doesn't want to get involved in any kind of battle. Tyre Slayer goes through, then Obi-Wan looking for a way through as well, but Ricky J holds on to second, running up the hill. Two Druids. Oh, Obi side by side with Fudder. Oh, there's drivers all over the place. Mocking Weeks has already slung himself through into second. Manny into third as well. Ricky J's gone wide through to Graham Hill. Manny's closing up on him, Mocking dragging himself along as well. Ricky J again just trying to stay out of the way. Unfortunately, he gets tangled up a little bit with Mocking Weeks. Mocking Weeks comes back around the inside of him though. Gets himself up into third. Ricky J fourth. Obi in fifth. Then Dodger in sixth. Rob S seventh. Skippy in eighth. Marshall ninth. Fudder in. Oh no, sorry. Jonesy just getting past him. He's moving up the field into 10th. To it through turn one. Captain Wash all over the back of him. Fudder as well, all over the back of him. Now running up towards Druids as well. Captain Pugwash has a look up the inside. He might get this position back. Drive by Captain Pugwash. Unfortunately, pushes Jonesy out wide. Fudder almost getting past him as well on the exit through there. Oh, now he's got wide through there as well. Fudder might get a run on him. He's on that medium tyre as well. These drivers around him are all on the soft tyre, so it might just be a little bit of a lap or two. Oh yeah, Jonesy's struggling, I think. Trying to get to grips with these mediums. Didn't manage to get himself out on circuit for any kind of practice laps. Struggling then. Tyre Slayer stretches a lead out 2 seconds. Mocking has got himself up into second position, got himself past Manny. Manny keeps himself right there with him. Weeks goes a little bit tight through that turn, gets away without a penalty. Obi-Wan in the background goes off track, gets it back on, but a bit of a wobble from him. That's going to slow him down running up the hill. 2.2 back from the top 3. Oh. Ricky J going out wide again. Oh, Ricky, what's occurring? Tangled up as well on the way out of Graham Hill. As they go through there, 3 wide as they go through Surtees. Oh my god, there's minis everywhere. Sorry, Dodger trying to get himself on track cleanly. Also again tangled with Marshall as well. Everybody trying to hang with Skippy at the minute. There is Jonesy just on the back of this pile as well in 11th. Unfortunately, Captain Pugwash has fallen off the back of the field. 4.5 seconds down for him. Tyre Slayer still stretching out a bit of a lead. Sports soft on for him. Sports soft on for Mocking as well. And he also on that sports soft tyre. He hangs on to 4th, but he has got a mirror full of Rob S at the minute. Sixth. Just to pull a little bit of a gap from these battling drivers behind. Whoa, Jonesy. Fuller gets a bit of a wobble on through there. Jonesy had a little look at the inside, wasn't able to get the power on. Dodger in 10th then. Ricky J 11th. Captain Pugwash closes up on him. Tyre Slayer up front though loses a bit of that lead. 1.4 seconds at the time now. Has found a little something somewhere. He's pulled a tiny bit of a gap over Manny behind him as well. Almost enough to break the toe from him. Not quite enough to get into the toe range of Tyre Slayer just yet. Sideways action from these minis. Obi and Rob S battling it out then, still trying to close up on this top 3. Starting to bring that time down a little bit. It's 2 seconds between himself and Manny, 4 seconds between him and race leader. They're still in that slipstream range though, getting towed along down here. Skippy's having a little race of his own now, 4.3 behind Rob S, 2.7 in front of Fudder. Fudder up to 7th then, gets himself past Marshall. Marshall on that sports medium tyre. Jonesy in 9th. Oh, Ricky J goes all wrong through turn 1. Josie in 9th, then Dodger in 10th. Captain Pugwash in 11th. Ricky J, just saw him get turn 1 all wrong, far too quick into that one, I think. More time taken out between Mocking Weeks and Tyre Slayer. It's less than a second now. And he's managed to keep himself just in check as well, so they're both closing up on the top slot at the minute. Board with Tyre Slayer, then looking back at Mocking Weeks. Oh, and he gets far too fast through turn 1, so he falls off the back of these two. Mocking closes up though through Druids. Just at 0.6 of a second as they run down towards Graham Hill. Get myself on board with Mocking. Chasing down Tyre Slayer, then still at 0.6 of a second. Tyre Slayer goes massively sideways through there. The pressure starting to get to him. Mocking Weeks carries the speed through there. Time coming down. Is it going to be enough before turn 1? 0.3 of a second as they come up towards the line. It's not going to be enough before turn 1, but he needs to keep his eye in. Oh, that's a little look. Tyre Slayer gives him enough room as well. Can he get a run up into Druids? Out of danger from that battle behind. It's actually kicking off. Looks like I'm going to have to get myself and go and have a look at that, I think, because it's probably kicking off back there. Obi's managed to get himself into 3rd, Rob S into 4th, Manny now 5th. So from 3rd to 5th, a couple of little mistakes. That's the damage. Now then, top spot under pressure. Mocking Weeks almost up the inside of Tyre Slayer. Lines through there. Can Mocking Weeks sling one on the inside? He can. Where's he gone? There he is, into top spot there, Mocking. Tyre Slayer staying on the outside edge of the circuit. Can he now stick with Mocking Weeks, get a run on him up towards Druids? Mocking Weeks gets a great exit through there though, pulls half a second almost on Tyre Slayer running uphill. Then Mocking into the lead, Spores Softs on board. Tyre Slayer 2nd, Obi in 3rd position, Rob S in 4th, Manny in 5th, falling a little further back, Skippy in 6th, 4.3 seconds behind him. Great big gap again back to Footer in 7th, 4.9 seconds. He's being harassed by Marshall in the minute. He's on those sports mediums, Marshall, so not doing too bad. Captain Pugwash into 9th, Josie 10th. Dodger in 11th. Ricky J sitting the last race out then, not having fun here in the minis. But Mocking Weeks starting to smash it now, 1.4 seconds up the road. Tyre Slayer 2nd, he's being closed down a little bit by Obi, that gap of 1.6 seconds at the minute. Pulled away from Rob S, who's also pulled a little gap from Manny. That gap up. Can Mocking Weeks keep himself ahead? He's been pretty consistent all night. A little bit of contact through one of the corners sent him off, this very corner in fact. Lost a lot of positions. He's lost a bit of time through there as well. Tyre Slayer actually catching up with him, but not enough to get a move into turn 1. 9.5 minutes gone then. Mocking Weeks leads, Tyre Slayer 2nd. Turn 1, it seems to be catching everyone out. A lot of drivers going wide through Graham Hill as well, but not quite as devastating as getting it wrong through Paddock Hill. Spinning the wheels up on the way up the hill for Skippy. Falls further back from Manny, but pulls further ahead from Footer. Still under threat from Marshall here, Footer. Captain Pugwash starting to close that gap as well. What's happened to Jones? He's fallen off the back of these two. 4.1 seconds down. Just 1.7 seconds ahead of Dodger. Again, Jonesy on that sports medium tyre as well. The only other driver on circuit apart from Marshall. Again, didn't get any practice laps in between races 2 and 3. So I think these mediums are just catching him out a little bit. Get back into the race. We'll see. Markin Weeks absolutely smashing it out. 3.1 seconds. Obi-Wan's got himself into second. What has happened to Tyre Slayer? He's dropped himself all the way to 5th. Did you run yourself off circuit at turn 1? So that puts Obi into 2nd position and 3.3 seconds down. Rob S in 3rd. Manny back up into 4th position. There is Tyre Slayer in 5th. Still a long way ahead of Skippy in 6th. Obi though under pressure. Rob S trying to get that 2nd position off of him. Weeks won't mind that at all. You two battle it out as much as you want. I've got my 3.2 seconds, but if you want to give me any more, then you go for it, boys. 2.7 seconds as he goes, 2.8 as he comes out of Druids, loses a bit of time on the run through there then. Nearly 12 minutes into this race though. A fair bit of work for Obi-Wan to do if he's going to close up on Mocking Weeks. Mocking Weeks has just got to keep it consistent. Nice steady laps, plenty of life left in his tyres, they're not going to be a problem before the end of the race. Time gets taken out, gap down to 2.4 seconds. And they're going to get about 3 more laps in. Weeks is going to be watching that clock. Loses a bit more time through through Paddock Hill. He gains it on the exit though. Rob S falls off. Obi-Wan now 1.3 seconds back, still out of danger of Manny at the minute. He's still another 1.6 seconds behind him. Tyre Slayer in 5th, falls off the back of these good boys, now 3.5 seconds down. Skipping in 6th, starts to close that gap up, but again towards the end of the race, so a lot of work to do without mistakes from Tyre Slayer in front. Big gap back to Captain Pugwash, who has managed to get his way past Footer into 7th. 7.7 behind Skippy, but 1.5 ahead of Footer. Marshall still right behind him, just half a second. Jonesy, unfortunately, 6 seconds down. Now under threat from Dodger here for that 10th position. Nice and tight through there for Jonesy. Dodger right in the slipstream low on the exit. 0.4 of a second between them. Doesn't go for the move into turn 1 then. Mocking Weeks has made a little mistake somewhere. The gap down to a second is less than between himself and Obi. Are they going to see 2nd laps? They're going to see 2 more laps, aren't they? This one and 1 more. Under threat then, Mocking Weeks for the lead of the race. Half a second the gap down to. One driving really well in this final sector of the race. Just 0.5 of a second behind Mocking then. Any kind of mistake. Mocking gains a 10th. It's into there for Obi. Loses a 10th. Gains it back a little bit. It's yo-yoing a little bit on the exit. So these boys across the line, some drivers won't see the next lap then. So let's go and have a look. Manny, who takes 4th position, he crosses the line. Tyre Slayer takes 5th. Skippy's going to come home in 6th. Captain Bookwash is going to take 7th. Marshall has managed to get his way past Footer as well. Captain Bookwash 7th. Then Marshall takes 8th. We'll be happy with that. Footer takes 9th. Jonesy manages to hold on to 10th. Dodger not able to get past him. So 10th for Jonesy, 11th for Dodger. Where's Dodger gone? Mocking Weeks though. Mocking Weeks though has got 2.9 seconds lead as he comes up to the line. What happened to Obi? Almost backwards for Mocking as he comes up the line. Rob S comes home in 2nd. Then Obi, what happened to you? Obi-Wan Kenobes ends up in 3rd position. You were right behind Mocking Weeks, right behind him. Bird Turgler. Unfortunately, we're done. That's final race done. But evening, Bird Turgler. We need you in the lobbies, I think. I need to commentate on Bird Turgler. There you go then. Race 3, done and dusted. Mocking Weeks. Oof. Interesting to know what happened to Obi. He was just half a second behind him on that final lap. Sorry, mate. Sorry. You know, they usually start about 8:30. The minis on Mondays was at 8 o'clock, but everything else is 8:30 or 9 o'clock, or you know, that's about it. 8:30 or 9s, maybe 8 at the earliest. But yes, that's round 2 done and dusted. Still good points on board for Obi. Whether he holds on to the championship lead is another story. We'll have to wait until we see points next week. Again, round 3 next week, same format, 3 15-minute races. Not sure where we're coming from yet, but as and when, I might be able to tell you where we're coming from. Let's have a look. Boo, boo, boo. Come on. I don't want that. I want that. Okay, so next week we are from Tsukuba Circuit. That's actually a really good track for these minis. I think they'll have a bit of fun there at that one. So yeah, Tsukuba next week. Again, 3 15-minute races, followed 5-minute quali. Obi-Wan hates this layout. He didn't do too bad. What did you get? 2 seconds and whatever the second race was. You can't moan at that. But that's not too bad. So that's pretty much going to be it from me. Again, sorry, Bird Turgler. I've just got that completely wrong, haven't I? Bird Turgler. Yeah, you just come at the wrong time, mate, unfortunately. But yeah, that's it from me tonight. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Bird Turgler, just wait till the video resets and then go and watch it again, I suppose. But make sure you drop those likes and the comments and all that sort of stuff. Share it out if you haven't. But most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.